Hi, my name is Takshina Vijayakumar. I'm currently a postgraduate student in Nottingham Trent University. I'm studying MSc Marketing and Brand Management, and this is my video presentation for my professional practice module. I have titled this video The Adventures of a 23-year-old Girl because moving to UK, starting in a new country, was in fact an adventure for me. So throughout this video, I would be telling to you about how I grew professionally and also mentally as a new human being as I started my journey in UK and also as a student in Nottingham Trent University. So as part of this module, I did two assessment tests, employability assessment tests, through which I was able to assess my characteristics. The two tests I completed, in which I was assessed on one, my personality insight, and the second one was based on my temperament. So I would like to now discuss my strengths and weaknesses by analyzing both these tests. So one of the main strengths that I received was that I'm a good communicator, and one of my biggest qualities that I'm an extrovert. So due to that factor, I can easily start conversations with people. I find it easier to network with people, and also I find it easier to lead a team or lead any task that is given to me. I find that as my biggest strength, and that was also what I found in the test which I did. Another strength of mine that I would like to add is that I can easily manage a team or lead a team. I have been able to further demonstrate my leadership skills during my course by being the course representative for my course. I was elected by my classmates, and due to this I was further able to polish and also perform better in my leadership duties. And when coming to my weakness, this weakness is very strongly aligned to my strength also, because during my personality insight test, I was given the feedback that while talking, I should focus more on being reflective than being talkative. And while telling this, I would also like to use one of the reflective models that we use. For further reflecting on my temperament and my personality, we are using the reflective practitioner model by Scott. And in this model, we are considering two instances. That is, one, reflection, what I get in time, and the reflection, what I feel later. So most of the circumstances when I'm having a conversation or when I'm presenting something, I find myself to drift away by talking too much. So the reflection at that time, on the particular time that happens, is I normally feel very insecure, wondering if I had overshared or if I have gone out of the boundaries of the task assigned. And after later, when I sit down and deeply think about the task I have performed, I would further reflect on why this led to this particular oversharing of matters, or how this time exceeded than what I was required to. So that is one of my major weakness, and which I would like to work on, and I'm still working on, by making note of what I actually have to say and structuring my conversations based on that. In case you're wondering why there is no specs in the rest of the video, it's because there was too much glare from all the lights, and I didn't want any disruption in this video because we are aiming to be professional. So coming to the next question that I've decided to answer today, that is how I structured my personal development plan. When I structured my personal development plan, one of the first tasks I had in mind was that I need to gather more knowledge and experience in the field that I'm studying. So coming from an engineering background, I didn't have any particular experience in marketing or branding. Therefore, one of the primary aims or goals that I had in my personal development plan was to gain more knowledge and practical experience in this particular sector. And for this, I had completed a virtual internship with Sydney Romantics, which was hosted on the website The Forage. This particular virtual internship had given me practical knowledge on various marketing and branding aspects, and also community management and digital marketing. Another personal development activity that I wanted to undertake was to learn a new language. There is a story and there is a reason for this, because recently I was rejected a job upon the reason that I didn't know another European language, and I feel that in my sector of work, that is marketing, I would definitely need to interact with people from all over the world, which in some cases the clients or the people I interact with might not know English, or English might not be their first language. So to bridge this gap and to better function with this within my profession, I've decided to learn a new language. I've started with learning French and Spanish by using the free app Duolingo. I've also added my CPD activity concerning this. When considering my professional development, I would also like to add that I was able to publish my second book, A Mother's Embrace, while after coming to UK. This was the story that I began writing in India, and successfully I was able to complete it after coming to UK, and I am very happy and proud that I was able to publish my second book. From this, I have also undertaken various other CPD activities, which unfortunately I cannot detail describe in this video because of the time limit, but I have added those into my Pebble Pad with the evidence. But combining all of them, I would like to say that through my journey in NBS postgraduate school, I was able to discover myself in new light. I was able to understand the importance of how I should present myself into a professional world, and what all skills I lack and what all skills I should learn to be a true professional. By being a part of Nottingham Business School and Nottingham Trent University, I was able to acquire a lot of life skills and also academic skills, which was invaluable, especially concerning my professional growth as a new person in the field of marketing and branding. My tutors and my classmates have helped me tremendously to understand and learn the various new concepts. So I would like to conclude with my professional development by saying that throughout my journey through Nottingham Business School, I was able to understand how a person from a student would transform into a professional. That too, coming from India to UK, that when I uprooted myself to another new country, NTU and NBS helped me land safely and also ease myself into the professional journey I'm currently undertaking. My journey into being a great professional is still a work in progress, but with the help of my university, I am sure I'll be able to achieve it. The next part of my assessment is I'm required to answer 5 video interview questions, and we are going to get into that. So the first question is what research I have undertaken to understand and know about the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So the United Nations have 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and as part of my course, while understanding different branding and marketing perspectives, I had taken my time to research further into these 17 goals and how they impact every business that we run. Some of the goals include good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, decent work and economic growth, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, etc. Understanding the importance of each specific goals and how to incorporate them into our businesses is extremely important, as the world is more and more aligning into sustainability. So for understanding more about the Sustainable Development Goals, I had done my research using the UN website and also various other research articles and publications. The second question I was required to answer was how I would make a difference in my chosen profession in relation to the global goals or the sustainable goals earlier mentioned. As a marketing professional, what I can do for making sure of implementing these global goals are making sure there is no inequalities in my workplace, and if I'm running a business or if I'm providing work to other people, I have to make sure that there is no gender-based inequalities there. Also, while working with a company, for implementing sustainable goals, I would like to make sure that the environment I'm working in is sustainable and no energy is wasted. And by performing these tiny steps, I would finally be able to contribute more and more in achieving the 17 Sustainable Development Goals UN has mentioned. The next question is, what is responsible management and why do I think it matters in business? Being responsible means not just being responsible to the company or to your employees. It also means being responsible to the society and environment we are working in. The reason why this is important is when we work, we are working not just for our present, we are working for our future generations also. So by being responsible, by managing our business both sustainable in both profitability and environmental sense, we are making sure that the resources we create today will be available for the future generations. And having a manager that is able to successfully manage this or manage a company in a way in which both the present and future goals are attained is very important for the sustainability of the business and also for the betterment of the society we live in. So this is why responsible management is very important in a business. Next question is, what are the 3 qualities of successful manager? I believe that the 3 qualities of successful manager is that 1, a manager should be able to effectively manage the team without overpowering them. That means he should be able to give instructions without making it look like orders, without over implementing his power. The second quality is the manager should also be able to work well within the team. Being a team player is essential not just for the employees but for the managers too. Because only when you work with the team you will be able to understand the benefits and the defects of your team and how to improve it. The third quality that I would believe is essential for a successful manager is that he should be able to foresee the future. The task he performs or the plans he or she makes should be far-sighted and should not be just constricted to the present situation, which when simply translated means that the decisions taken by the manager should be sustainable and far-sighted so that it can be benefiting the company and the employees in the long run and should not be only profit-sighted. So these are the 3 successful qualities I believe should be essential for a manager, and how I reflect to these is I believe I am able to work well within a team without overpowering them or ordering them. I am able to manage a team without giving orders and just walking away and seeing the others perform it. I definitely have to work on the sustainable area as there is still a lot of knowledge I have to gain in that sector. But apart from that, I believe that I have the rest 2 qualities to lead a team and to be a successful manager. Thank you. The last question I need to answer is my experience on working with a culturally diverse team and what I learned from it. Coming from India and never being outside of the country, it was indeed a very great experience getting to know people from all over the world and learning with them. I was able to understand how an opinion on a same matter can differ very hugely depending on the culture and the region where we are brought up from. This also helped me to understand and open my mind to various suggestions. These different perspectives made me understand how there is no one definitive right or wrong to a question. This was the experience and the lessons I learned from working together in a culturally diverse team after being part of NTU. Thank you. Thank you for joining into my adventure, and thank you for listening to my story and how NBS helped me in my journey. Thank you.